Hey there. Welcome to my storage unit. Neighbor just made some chocolate chip cookies. They're still warm. So excuse me for a minute. Oh, that's really good. In case you're wondering where I am, I'm in my storage unit. It's a garage, a place where I stuff all my stuff that's left over from a life of photography. And that's the reason I'm doing this today, is to talk about the last 16 years of my life. I have made a photograph every day since November 15th, 2004. That's 16 years ago today. Don't ask me how I've done it. I can't tell you how I've done it. I can tell you how I made individual pictures, and I can tell you why I'm a photographer, and I can tell you about all sorts of things. But I'm not sure exactly how I did it and how I'm going to continue to do it. More cookie first. Here's my little notebook. I've had this, I don't know how long, 10 years maybe, I don't know. Given to me as a gift by my daughter when I suggested my daughter buy this for me as a gift. It's nice to have kids like that. Inside this leather container is a notebook. It's the latest iteration in a notebook. Bear with me here while I eat the rest of this cookie. It's simply a Mead notebook. I've started using the ones that are unlined so I can be a little more randomized in what I write and say and do, and I like them. I like the idea that it's more random. I like the idea it doesn't have lines. I can draw in it. I can do whatever I want to within those pages because there's nothing on them. There's no lines to tell me where to go. There's nothing to tell me what to do. I like that. So that's my notebook. If you're a photographer, you need to get a notebook. You need to use it every single day, multiple times a day. I do. I'm not exactly sure how this is eventually going to work. I really don't know. I have ideas, and I'd like for it to work along some of those ideas, but you never really know what's going to work. But let me show you what's in the storage locker. Somewhere back there, there's a bunch of 8x10 paper boxes, some Ilford, some Kodak. Let me show you some stuff. There you go. KKK. We'll come back to the KKK. It's a great story. Here's my wife and my first child. Here's moi. Andy Devine. Ringling Brothers, Barnum and Bailey Circus. There's a great story here about what people think about your photographs and what purpose you serve in going out and making them every day. I don't know where this is from, to tell you the truth. I don't know when I shot that. And I don't know exactly who that is. Appears to be Florida State, Florida. Go Gators. Hey, my oldest. This is the way we used to enter photo contests with 16 by 20 boards with a bunch of prints attached to them. We'd send that off. They'd judge it, tell us whether or not we'd won. Powder puff football, we get a lot of glare. At the hop. Here's the wife. See, autofocus, find a face in that. My one NPPA Pictures of the Year winner, and it was second or third. I have to go back and look. It wasn't first place. Gloria Swanson, by the way. Notice the hand of God burning. That was very in style in those days. This is the day I got shot at. This is the day I could hear the bullets running through the leaves around me. Oh yeah, the Miss Nude Florida pageant. Great story there. At the end of the Vietnam War, I went up to Northwest Florida where the refugees were staying before they became citizens. And I got to photograph what was going on in the camps where they were staying, temporary camps. And here's one of the pictures from it. I recently met Eddie Adams' wife, who was at a show that we were looking at over at the Dublin Museum, and told her about these and that I was able to photograph these kids. And it was kind of interesting because Eddie was so involved with getting the kids, getting the families out of Vietnam at the time. Hey, look at here. Photoshop 3. Here's a bunch of AP laser photo prints turning brown. They were heat processed, so they naturally are going to fade. I need to do copies on all of these and make sure they get reserved and stored away somewhere. George Bush, Dick Celeste. Oh, and here's a little something from the good old days. A Pressmaster 610 potato masher. This was the #1 handheld flash. You could make it off camera with a couple of accessories, and did often because on camera sucked so bad. Had a bare bulb attachment. You could put a bulb in the top. But here's an old Domke filter pack. It's got a yellow or red, and I believe that is a neutral density or a polarizer. 52 millimeter. Back in the old Nikon days, that's back in the day, long before computers were a big deal, and you had to carry around transmitters, photo transmitters. This was one of the ways you could do it. This is a giant Domke bag. I don't even know if it has a number. Yeah, I used to carry around transmitters and all sorts of crap in this when you were coming and going, processing reels and tanks. I don't know how many rolls of film ran through all these. This is a very, very personal story about a jar of acorns. I'll tell you that story one day. It has to do with patriarchs and acorns. Hopefully at the end of these videos, whenever they get done, however many there will be, and when they're all done, you will have learned how to make better photographs. And it's not going to be about f-stops and shutter speeds and focal lengths and all those things that you expected. It's going to be how to become a better photographer. Not a better person who understands cameras and technique, but a better photographer. And I'll be happy to do this. Let me get my notebook. All right, I'm going to go back to the house, see if I can find any more of those chocolate chip cookies. We'll talk again. I'll be back in a minute.